Hello, good evening, and welcome to Real Talk Tuesday. How are you guys doing? My name is Matty Nsende, and if you are here, you are in the right place. So go ahead and get into the comment section and let me know who you are, where you are watching from, whilst I go live from the IG place. So just get in there quickly so I can get this going. So let me know where you're watching this from. Let me know what you're watching this from. Let me know who you are. Hello, Caroline. How are you? It's good to see you. It's so good to see you. So if you can hear me, let me know in the comments, because sometimes we have those absolutely crazy times when no one can hear us. So let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Hello. Let's see who's watching. How you doing, Ile Ade? Hello, beautiful. So let me put the music off so I can switch on to the Instagrammers and say hi to the Instagrammers. Guys, so I am literally filming from 3 different places. That is YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And if I was to show you literally... Oh my God, I don't even know how I'm doing this. If I was to actually show you my settings, you guys would be laughing, right? I know. Hello. Who's that? Chinua. Hi, how you doing, guys? This is happening. This is really happening. Hello, this is happening. Welcome to our live. If you're watching us for the first time, say hello, how you doing? My name is Matty. What's up, Instagrammers? We are just starting our live right now. And yes, you can see my backdrop because listen, everything goes today because I am just like everything is correct. It's gonna get correct. So if you are watching us for the first time today, we are talking about how to keep your audience engaged and keep them watching your videos. Okay? So let me tell you about myself first and foremost. My name is Matty Nsende. I am a motivator. I am a coach, and I love working with shy and introverted leaders who want to become more authentic and confident on camera and on stage. Everything I'm going to talk about today can be applicable to yourself when you are speaking, when you are public speaking, when you are delivering a presentation, or when you are, speaking on camera. So, whoops, just bear with me. Everything about to fall at the moment, but we are all in all. So it's good to see you. It's really good to see you guys. If you're watching me from Facebook, let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know what country you're watching me from. Let me know if you're watching me on IG, on Instagram. Let me know where you are. Let me know how I get to how I know you. And what we do here is, what I want to ask you is today, what is one thing that has, or one person that has inspired you? What is one thing or one person that has inspired you today? Let me know in the comments. I can see you. So let me know in the comments. Go for it. I'm checking on you, Instagram guys. I am not avoiding you. I promise. I am definitely not avoiding you. Trust me. Being very hungry. I like that. You guys are hungry, yeah? Okay. Today, I'm gonna tell you why I chose a picture of Les Brown, because I will talk about Les Brown. I'm not doing an interview with Les Brown, so I'm not trying to catch you on this. YouTubers, if you're watching me, that's not what I'm trying to do. But I want to talk about this quote by Les Brown, who talks about being hungry. Okay? I really want to talk about it. I think it's really important, specifically for the topic that I'm talking about today, which is about keeping your audience engaged. But some things I've been talking about this week also, which is really how to learn to convince your audience. So if you know the theme for this month, the theme that we've been talking about in our group, in our live, is all about inspiration, inspiring and motivating your audience to come back and watch you, to be able to connect with you, to be able to buy from you, to be able to follow you. So this is what I do. This is what I love. This is what I'm passionate about. I love video and engaging with people, and I love speaking and inspiring people. And this is what I want to impart to you. So today is going to be a little bit of fun, but definitely a lot of, learning as well. This is something that I do quite a lot. So go in there and let me know. I can see your comments. You guys are hilarious. So I have Remini, who is going to be coming on live with me. I'm going to bring her up. I'm going to bring her up to quickly because today we're also kind of going to be doing kind of a dual thing. This is kind of like, I've done this a few times back a couple of months ago, where I get some of you guys to come up and ask me questions. So Remini is actually one of my amazing students and member. She is part of the A team. So if you don't know what the A team is, it is the authentic membership. It is coming back to my 80s reference because, as you can see, I love the A team, guys. I absolutely love the A team. I was a big 80s fan. Mr. T was my man, okay? He was the man for me. So the A team is all about the authentic team. It helps new speakers and new people who are trying to build their video platform. They're trying to build their speaking confidence, presence online, or even face to face, and they are trying to build and grow their business. So what the A team does is it allows you guys to network, to work with me. It's a brainstorming hub. It is also a place where you get accountability. You get to work with myself in a really, really small group, and it's really good because you would never get this kind of coaching help or this kind of advice help anywhere else. And if you want to know more about it, it is only $37.99 a month. I will tell you about it at the end, and you can come in and join. So I'm going to try and bring Remini on board. Let's see if I can add Remini to the screen. Remini! Can you hear me, Remini?
I can hear you very well. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I
I
can
love
hear you too.
it. So
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
fantastic. So Instagrammers, you're not able to see this. However, I have just brought on Remini, who is one of my members from the A team. So I'm going to answer her questions. You might not be able to see this, okay? If you want to see the whole, all of it, you might have to go to YouTube to see this. So if you can't see this, I apologize already, okay? So Remini, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us who you are. Tell us, what you're currently doing and what you kind of launched and what kind of help do you need today?
Hello, everyone. My name is Ramini. I am one of the ladies on the A team. Yeah. And Maddie is a great coach. I will say that. Um, I am a ceramic artist and I do other things. And since we've been in the pandemic, it has made me sort of up the ante on my creativity. I'm also interested in launching a YouTube channel. And I want to talk about our presentation, the image that you project when you go out into the streets. And I'm kind of searching for my title, but I want to keep it sort of like straight talk, no chaser. So, and I'm also looking to do some demonstrations on some art projects. Actually, I will be launching a video on demonstrating how to make eyeglass holders after this is over. I'll be working on that. So I look forward to you seeing me, and I look forward to seeing you.
Absolutely awesome. So, as you can see, Remini's an artist. So, if you, I'm gonna, Remini has questions for me today. What I'm gonna do, Remini, is as you're saying the questions, I will repeat it so the Instagrammers can actually see and hear what we're talking about, and then I will answer the questions for you. So, you guys online, if you're watching with me today and you want to chip in and help us brainstorm for Remini and help her to get her video channel up in gear, you are absolutely welcome. I would love your input because I truly believe that having advice and input from everyone, it is actually the best way to make yourself go forward. Today, as I said, is today's live is how to keep your audience engaged and keep them watching. And one of the things that Les Brown talks about is staying hungry and being hungry. And being hungry is really being hungry about the reason why you show up, the reason why you decide to show up, because some of us lose the motivation, the inspiration, the drive to continue showing up, and it's easy to get distracted and discouraged. So we're going to answer this question first, and then I'm going to go through the rest of the episode today, and I'm going to try and answer some of your other questions if you have any other questions. So if you are with me, say with me in the comments. Okay, Remini, over to you. What's your question today?
One of my questions is, when you're a creative person and you want to just mainly focus on one thing, but you have tons of things that are filtering in your mind, how do you decipher what to kind of really focus on?
Okay, that's a really good question, Remini. So, as a creative person, so I'm going to repeat the question for the Instagrammers. So, if you are a creative person and if you have so many things that you're good at, yeah, let me know if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah. And you
Yes,
want to be able to focus on one thing. How do you focus on the right thing? Is that right?
yes,
Okay. So the first thing is, it's really difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a creative. You can see me. I am
yes,
a
yes, you
creative.
are, you are, you are.
Thank you. I have in every single job that I have done, even though it was coaching and working with people, I was, how can I say, I felt like I was stifling myself because I couldn't draw, I couldn't sing, I couldn't perform, and those are the things that I do naturally. Those are my natural talents. Singing, drawing, performing. Those are my natural talents. No one has taught me how to do these things. Give me a piece of paper and I will draw till kingdom come. Put me on the stage and I will start singing and or acting, and that's something that came to me naturally. Now, what I realized was that over time, a lot of people started telling me, well, creativity doesn't help, creativity doesn't make you money. How are you going to make money? So that's one big problem that us creative have. Am I right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, in order for us to focus on one thing, which is a little bit difficult because we can't, but good thing, the good, okay, so here's the thing, right? The good thing about the world that we live in at this very minute, you can use all of you to engage your audience. You can use all of you to attract the right client and to follow the right path. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to choose some of the creative things that you want to talk about. So, for example, the creative things that you're really passionate about, put it at the forefront. And then I want you to think about a skill that is helping you to make money. Okay. Because as you guys know, I want to help you guys to monetize on your creativity. I'm not one of those coaches that's helping you to build a channel just to be an influencer. I don't believe in that. Okay, I believe that's going to be a waste of your time and a waste of your effort, because I truly believe that every gift can actually make room for you, as they say. Your gift will make room for you. So for you to really hone that, you've got to start to realize that my creativity and my gifts and my skill can help me to be monetized. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose maybe one or two gifts or creative gift that you want to put at the forefront. So what if can you could you tell me, Remini?
What is one of the gifts, or a few of the gifts that I have? It's interesting that you say that because one of my gifts that I have, I'm a sign language interpreter,
I know.
and I have a lot of deaf friends that when I think about launching something, I can actually interpret it so I can bring in a larger audience of people.
I know. That's an amazing gift. That's an amazing gift. Okay, so that's is that a creative gift or is that a skill? Well, how would you
That's a
say?
skill. That's a skill. It's a
Fabulous.
skill. It's a
Okay.
skill.
So we're gonna put the
And
skill on the side. I want you to talk to me about your creative gifts.
my creative gifts, I'm a knitter. I knit. I'm a weaver. I'm learning how to spin yarn. Hopefully one day I'll have some sheep that I can shave and spin my own yarn. I make these eyeglass holders out of polymer clay. And I have like a few here that I can show you that I've started. I'm going to be firing them in a oven. I I love working with clay, and I have a background. I have a BFA in ceramics and a
Mhm.
minor in art history. The only thing is that presently, I don't have a studio where I can fire the clay in a kiln. And I own my whole equipment, everything that I need. So
Yeah,
since I'm in an apartment, I
yeah.
use clay, which is polymer, a little brick, a little bar of clay, and
Mhm.
it's easy to use. So I've learned how to manipulate that and make things, earrings, eyeglass holders, things of that nature.
So this so you don't have access to the big oven, but you've got like a small oven in your home. Is that correct?
Well, I use a toasty oven. Like people might have a toasty oven to cook, you know, bread, not bread, but like to heat up food or something of that nature. I
Yeah.
use that to bake the clay.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. One time I actually made a mask. Okay, I remember that was a long time ago. I made a mask, yeah, out of flour and water, and I let it
Yes,
dry outside, and then I painted it with nail varnish, and I gave it to my uncle, and he was so impressed. It was like this
yes,
big, and it had
yes.
like blue and pink and red nail varnish over it. I just created out of my head, and I can
Hmm.
see people are already giving suggestions here. They're saying, do something for them, sign during your videos. She should prep for the clay, teach us how to play with clay. So here, you hear that?
I'm already getting people, right?
Right. Right. So you've got people interested in what you're about to do. And I think that's gonna be absolutely amazing when you actually launch yourself. Yeah. So definitely. So the clay is one of them. Okay. So the clay could be good if you already had a studio, but you can only work with what you can. So what's the other, so you said you've got the yarn and then you've
I
got
do. I knit. Actually, I'm working on a project for someone. He's a musician and he's looking for me to knit some crowns for him. So I'm already working on that. And I do knit a lot. I knit a
good.
lot. And I love knitting. I sew. I also am in the presence of finishing some leather bags that I have.
Yeah, I know
So,
you're supposed to be making me a bag. I'm waiting
yeah,
to get into
yeah.
my bag, Remini. And
Okay.
I'm sure there's gonna be people here that's gonna be willing to buy and purchase your bag. So I'm ready. If you guys want some of Remini's bag, let us know in the comment and say, Remini, I want a leather bag, so we can start getting orders right now, which means that
Okay,
this
okay,
time you're gonna have orders.
okay.
So yeah, so Remini, you make bags. Go ahead.
Yeah, I also make earrings. I make suede and leather earrings as well. So yeah.
That's amazing. So we have, let's look at it, guys. Help me out. If you're thinking of anything else that Remini should be doing for her YouTube channel and for her, what she should be talking about in her video, give us some advice. We want to know from her. Today is really for her to have the confidence to see and to understand which direction she should take. So we've got bags, earrings, knitting, we've got clay. So that's already four things, okay? So out of the four, which do you strongly, love the most, or which one would you say, would you do like every day?
Well, honestly, I do a little bit of each one of those things every
Mhm.
day. Um, Now, the sewing machine could be a little challenging because it makes a lot of noise. So I don't know if I would actually want to demonstrate or teach anything online unless people are interested in having a class with me and I could teach them how to basic sew.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I would more than likely teach you how to use polymer clay.
Mm-hmm.
And I also I do something with my this isn't, I don't know if you can see it. This here,
Yeah.
I call it my
Really?
I call it my $1,000,000 wallet because it's made from a paper envelope.
It's so
This
cute.
is made from an envelope.
Oh my God.
And
That
inside, I have a picture of Madam. I don't know if you can see it, but inside, I put a picture of Madam C.J. Walker so that if, like, for instance, if I was teaching a class in this, the $1,000,000 wallet, today you would put $1 in it, and
right.
tomorrow you would increase it with $1. So this is made out of paper, an envelope, a regular envelope. Okay. So, when you're creative, Maddie, it's sort of like there's there's not really there's a lot that you can really do when you put your
There's
mind to it.
much. Yeah, there's so
You
much.
know,
I
and
definitely
I
agree.
wanted to tell you, I wanted to, expand upon you with the flour and the water. That's
Mhm.
why flour, you really shouldn't eat it because it clunks up and it makes really nice paper mache. Yeah, it's true. It's
Family
true.
tip. We won't be eating the flowers anymore.
Yes. No, 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 no.
So I think because because we want to be okay, so I want you to think of like maybe long term and short term goals, because I know, is it okay for me to share this goal that this is something that we've been talking about in our membership club, um and Remini is part of, as I said to you guys before. Am I is it okay for me to share your big goal that you want to do by the summer? Can I share that?
You can.
Okay.
You can
So
share it.
this
Sure.
means that, okay, guys, you guys are witnessing an artist in the making. Look, this woman here, yeah, when she drops her channel, I want you guys to go follow it. Actually, she's gonna give us her Facebook page and her Instagram after this. But Remini wants to have an art exhibition, I believe, by the summer. Is that correct, Remini?
Yes, actually, I've been invited to be part of a show the end of this month. I've been invited. I just got an invitation last week, an email to be part, yeah, to be part of a group show at the Harlem State Office building. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll take some. I have someone video it so I can promote it on my page and my Instagram channel. I'm excited.
I'm containing myself not to
I
scream.
know, I know, I know.
Oh my God, I am excited for you, girl. I am so so excited for you. This makes me excited and happy. So happy, Remini. Remini, you're gonna do it, okay? And all
Yes,
of you
I
guys
am.
that are watching, yeah, you're gonna go follow Remini and you're gonna be on her case. Remini, we want that, exhibition, okay? So Remini, you better tell us at the end of this. You're gonna tell us for your where we can follow you. But this is my
Okay.
advice to you, okay? So that the idea of engaging and building an audience, because I know that you're just starting your audience for the first time.
Yes.
The idea of building an audience is starting small. Yeah. Even though you
Yes.
have all of these things, start small. Okay. So the thing about me is when um, I started by doing videos about career coaching, and then I got bored because I knew I could be so much more creative, and I wanted to do creative things. And the thing that I really loved the more was video and speaking, right? So I thought to myself, I love videos. I spent all of my days doing videos. Sometimes, I wasn't getting paid for doing those videos. And then I thought, my friends were like, when are you going to teach videos, Matty? You're the girl. I was helping my friends to increase their YouTube channel, like ridiculously. I was editing their videos. I was doing crazy things. And they kept saying, Matty, you are absolutely dope. But I didn't have the confidence in myself because it just felt like it was too big. And I felt I was comparing myself. So this is what I want you to do. Okay, I want you to start small because starting small is the best way for you to stay consistent. Because what we want to do is to build a consistency. See, being hungry is about continuing the drive. Okay, we're going to
Yes.
start small because if you start small and on something that you can do every week and every day, and other people it's easy for them to learn, then you can start to introduce other things. So if I was to ask you, what is the quickest and the simplest form of creative art that you know how to do, that you could do every week, that you could do a video on every week, what would that be?
Working with the polymer clay.
Okay, so that's easy to do.
Very easy.
Easy to do, and you can do that every day or every week.
I can do it every day and every week.
So that means that you have an oven to make it. You have all the material to make it. It's not
Yes.
easy. It's not super cost effective.
I have all the materials that I need in order to expedite that
Fantastic.
project.
Okay, that's good. So now I want to ask you another question. How easy is it for someone else? So say for example, I'm watching you from the UK. How easy is it for someone else like me to do it? If I was to go and buy the clay, can I make it in my oven?
Well, you can put it in your oven. I did do that in the beginning, but it has a particular smell that you know you kind of don't want to put it in your oven. And not so much as that the smell is it's not so much as the smell,
Okay.
but you cook food in your oven. So
Yeah.
when you're doing artwork, you want to really separate where you cook and where you do your artwork. So that was why I bought a toasty oven. You can get a
Okay.
toasty oven
Right.
anywhere, right? And the thing about you being in the UK, I would say to you, if you could find polymer clay, if you could
Polymer
find
clay.
clay.
Right.
Yes, I would tell you, yeah, I would give you the name of it. And I guess you would have to go to like an art supply store, but you
Yeah.
can order it on Amazon.
Right. So the other thing I want to ask you is, can I, can the clay, can I leave the clay once I've made my clay ornaments? Can I leave the clay to dry overnight?
Well, see, that's the wonderful thing about the polymer clay because it's not really water. It's
Yeah.
not water based. It's a
Okay.
little oily, so you don't have to cover it. You can leave it overnight. If it was clay that needed to be fired in a kiln, you
Yeah.
would have to cover it with plastic in order to consolidate the water in it so that you have a long period of being able to work on it.
Okay. So this is good. Someone is already asking a question. What about the air dry clay? That's a really good question. I'm just checking in and I'm just checking in on online.
Oh,
So in hindsight, we can dry the clay overnight and it would work, right? That's one thing we can do. Okay.
yes.
Is air dry clay the same thing as polymer clay?
No, it's not. The difference with air drying clay,
Mm-hmm.
um, the air will dry it very rapidly. The thing is that if you intend on working on air drying clay for any length of time, you
Yeah.
still need to cover it so that it doesn't dry like that, because
Ah.
it's air drying clay. So if you open up a block of air drying clay and start working on it and then you
Mm-hmm.
leave, the air begins to dry it. And the difference between air drying clay and water based clay, you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
fire air drying clay. So you want to be careful, if you're working on it, to keep it covered until you're finished with your project. And then you can gradually, let the plastic, you don't have to take the plastic totally off, but
Right.
you can unravel it so that it can dry slowly.
Okay. Okay. So there's options there. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to find something that any simple person, and when I mean simple, that means someone that has no creative background can do what you're doing.
I
Because
think the polymer clay is the clay to do that.
okay, good. So what we want to start is we want to, and I know your email is clay honey or
Hey,
something. So
honey. Yeah.
that's right. So I think that your channel could be about clay and any accessories and that you love, and you can talk about presentations because I know that you do that. So when you have those combination, you can have create play, creativity, and lifestyle advice. So it could be something like that. I mean, it could work in those three ways, but you want to start by something that is easy to find, because everyone is going to be easy to find. If it's a clay and accessory channel, it's going to be so easy for people to come and work on, because everybody wants to learn about accessories. Everybody want to make these cute earrings or hats, or eyeglasses holder. Everybody wants to go a bit creative. So I think those would be a very, very easy way to start, to build your video and your video audience. So I would recommend start with that. If you guys in the audience that are watching now, or if you're watching, okay, give us some of your advice, and what would you like Remini to do, because she has some. Listen, she's being very modest right now, right? I'm not kidding. Being so modest, so modest. She's absolutely fantastic. But I think if you
Thank you.
start with these, you can start to introduce other things, as your channel grows. Ask people, would you like me to do? I would love to do some sign language for you. Would you be interested in seeing some sign language? Get them to see that. But because you're creative, they're going to expect that from you. They're going to expect play, art, accessories, all your lifestyle stuff, your lifestyle advice, the stuff that you told me about, that you want to do presentation and show people how to present themselves. That also has to do with aesthetic. That also has to do with your creativity, because your creativity is very visual, earrings, bags. It's all about visual presentation. So I think that would be a good way to start. What do you think?
I think it's excellent.
Yeah?
I do. I
Yeah.
do.
We got something, guys. Guys, we
I
got
do.
something.
I
This
do.
is so good. Let me know in the comments. Say yes, we got something over here. We got something. Remini is gonna be launching her art exhibition. Look, I'm just speaking into existence right now. I'm
Yes.
prophesying it.
Yes.
She's gonna
Thank
make
you.
it happen, guys. I'm so excited for her. So, Remini, do you have any other question for me before you go, or is that the only question that you wanted to ask me?
No, pretty much that was really the biggest question that I think a lot of artists have, in terms of, just homing in on, say, one something that they need to really focus on the most when you're creative. because you're like all over the place, like an octopus. It's like you got all these arms and limbs, and you
Yeah.
don't really know where to just tune or just stay focused on.
Yeah, and I love the way that you said, like, when you're so creative, you're like an octopus. It's true.
It is.
You're creative, guys. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comment. When you are creative, you're like an octopus because you have so many arms and legs, so many things you want to do, so many things that you're good at, and you feel like you want to do everything. If you agree with me, give me a little hearts, thumbs up on the screen, and give me a little like. Let me know what you think. But that's very, very true, Remini. Very true. So, are you happy with these answers? That with this
Oh,
advice?
I'm very happy. I feel very satisfied. I feel like now when I leave here, I have a better, a more concrete foundation in terms to where I need to begin and how I need to begin it. I do. I do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So, Remini, because we want to follow you, girl. We want to follow you. Please tell us, how can we connect with you? Where on social media are you?
I do have an Instagram page. It's Ramani, Ramani Edmondson, Edmondson, small letters, my first and last name. And I'm now presently working on my web page.
Oh,
So yeah, I have a web page. It's Clay Honey clayworks.com. Everything
see,
is clay, clay,
I
clay.
like that. Like the Clay Honey name is a good name for your channel. Honestly, Clay Honey is a really, really good name. It's a super,
Okay.
super, super, super good name. So I would definitely go with that. Definitely
Okay.
go with that. Okay. So think of it, because it has clay in the beginning. So as a keyword, when people look for clay and art channel, they're gonna come to you directly, and you're gonna start a new
Right.
audience. If you don't have an audience, they're gonna come to you automatically. So I want you to think of that name and play with
I
it.
like that name. I do.
Yeah.
I like clay honey. I
I
do.
Do you guys like the name? I think it's a dope name. Give us a. So we can find you on Instagram. So what you're gonna do, yeah, because we not everybody can see it. I want you to go, if you have another device, if you can just go in the comments and just write your Instagram, and if you can also write your Facebook page. And also, as soon, guys, listen, when she is done, I want you guys to go and DM her. Go and show some love, go and show some support. She's a new creative, she is a small business, she is a fantastic, trust me. I Not because she is my member and my student, but Remini just exudes light and energy. Trust me. She's
Thank
gonna
you.
bless you. Absolutely going to add to your life if you're watching her. So make sure you go and see what is she's all about. Guys on IG, make sure you go and check out Clay Honey and see what she's all about. Go and give us some love, 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 guys. And if you're watching on the replay, I will come back and put the comments in the replay. So Remini, guys, thank you guys very much for watching Remini. Can we give her a big round of applause, please?
Thank you for having me on. Thank you. It's been an experience.
No, my darling, no worries. I've got nothing but love for you, and I'm really looking forward for you to move forward. So it's gonna happen this year.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Remini.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, okay. Wasn't she awesome? Wasn't she awesome? Let me check out your comments over here. Oh my god. Let me check out your comments. Chipo, hello. Thank you. Great advice. Ely, Addy, awesomeness. Break out the box. Hi, lady. Wave hands. Alexandra, hello. Yes, we got some serious good ideas here. You guys are just amazing. Can you do me a big favor? Can you go and share this video with someone that needs to hear it, especially if they're creative and they have something that, you know, they want to talk about on video or on stage, but they don't necessarily know how to do it. Can you go and share it with me? Please share it. Chrissy, hello. How you doing? Consistency is the secret sauce. Yes, it is. You are so right. Consistency is the secret sauce. She is right. Woo, what? Yes, go girl. Absolutely. Oh, thank you very much for co-signing me. Thank you very much for co-signing me. Meals up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Simon, hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. It is so good to see you guys. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes just to talk a bit about the focus of being hungry. Okay, so let me get a few seconds. So last week we talked about inspiration, and where do we get inspiration from? Inspiration and motivation are different things, and that inspiration is the internal thing that we have on the inside of us, all to do with emotions, but motivation is action. Okay, now I absolutely love Les Brown. Okay, this morning I was listening to him. I was also listening to Anthony Robbins, like really old school. Like if you listen to them, they sound so young and it's really, really old, but it's so good. So for those of you who know this this actual talk that he did, and he talked about how to be hungry. Being hungry means being motivated, having a reason to keep you going. And how are we going to keep our audience engaged? We have to do it by staying hungry. We have to stay hungry about the things that we want to do. We have to get clear on it. We have to be very, very clear on it, because there's going to be things and there's going to be obstacles in our way that's going to make us think that we can't achieve it and that we can't do it. Now, the number one reason why most creative people, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself, okay? Most creative people don't start, talking about their business or their creative stuff on video, or don't share their message, online or in front of crowds, is because they're waiting for the perfect time. They're waiting for the perfect moment, and they're actually terrified of what other people's opinions are going to be like, the critics, the reviews. And then there's also that inner terror of being exposed, like everybody can see what's going on. So it's really, really scary, and I get that, because I was one of those people that was, absolutely terrified of being online, right? So I'm not kidding. And I'm going to tell you something, right? So I saw a friend of mine who's also a member of my group on Facebook, who shared that she's an amazing talker. Like if you met her face to face, she's just got a beautiful vibe, an amazing talker. But she was sharing that she just does not feel comfortable on video. And I get that, because there's some of us who are absolutely great talkers when it comes to face, but when it comes to video, we are absolutely terrified. So the way you're going to stay hungry is by having a reason. What is the reason that you are showing up on video? Okay, that's the only thing that's going to keep you consistent, not just on video, also when you want to show up on other platforms, also when you want to show up when it comes to public speaking. These tips actually apply to both. If you are able to show up on video, then if you work on those skills, you will be able to do it in public speaking situations. But you need a bit more practice, okay? So I want you guys to really start focusing on the reason why you're showing up and what it is that you're showing up for. So for me, my most important reason was I was showing up because I wanted a bigger legacy than my parents. But right now, the reason that I need to show up is because I know that when I show up, with my face, with my presence, there's another Black or brown woman that is going to be empowered to show up for herself. And that's really what I'm passionate about. That's the reason I show up all the time. I'm excited to see you guys. Trust me, every Tuesday. For those of you who've been following me for a whole year and 4 months, it's been interesting. I've messed up, okay? I have forgotten my words. I have my tech has has gone bad. All these things have gone bad, but guess what? I showed up. I always had a script. Sometimes I still have a script, but I don't read from the script. I kind of know what I'm going to talk about. But now I'm so used to doing this that it's more comfortable, and it's also more, it's become more normal. So I still show up. So even when I don't feel like it, when there's emotional turmoil inside of me, I gotta show up for you. I gotta show up for Remini. I gotta show up for Alexandra. I've got to show up for Edwina, for Clay Honey, for anyone else, for any other shy person or introverted person. Okay, anyone can apply this, but I show up for all of you guys because I know that, if I don't show up, how are you going to show up? So I've got to show up for myself. Repeat in the comments. I have to show up for myself. I have to convince myself. I have to find ways to engage people. You know, the the thing that, even though speaking is a lot about preparation, it's also about being present. And being present means that your mind has to be right. Your mind has to be completely present. Your mind has to be synced with your emotions, because you know what happens, right? We know what happens. Our mind is going to start playing tricks on us. Our mind and our emotions are going to start telling us that we're not good enough. When we mess up, when we fail, listen. They're like, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like a failure this morning. I made a boo boo mistake, and I was just like, let me just go hide myself. I'm so bad. I'm no good. But then I'm like, I need to show up tonight for my people. I need to show up for you guys. So my reason is strong. Now, how are we going to reinforce this reason of showing up? As I said, preparation is super important when it comes to speaking on camera and public speaking in general. But your mind, my friend, your mind will trip you up. Okay? Do you hear me? Say in the comments, my mind can be my friend and my enemy. Say in the comment, my mind can be my friend or my enemy. It will trip you up. So you gotta you gotta start having control of your mind. Recently, I started reading an amazing book which my coach recommended, called The Miracle Mornings. And trust me, I cannot recommend it more to all of you guys. You've got to get into that mindset of being a pro. Okay, being a pro mindset, having a pro mindset, being, I don't have to wait to feel like I can speak. I don't have to wait to feel like I have everything correct and I have it right. I just have to do it, and then all of my emotion follows. Okay, I have to do things even though I don't know if it's actually going to work. I have to do things even though it might be a big mess, guys. It might be a really big mess. You might get it wrong. You might get it really wrong. So Les Brown is an amazing guy. I used to think that he was I used to think he was a fictional character. Please forgive me. Any Les Brown fans over here? Say Les Brown. Say Les Brown. Please forgive me, okay? I used to think Les Brown was a fictional character. The way I found out about Les Brown's story was, I remember I was teaching and training these career coaching workshops back in the days, back in London, and with this small organization. And I remember this guy who came from a different organization talking about Les Brown and saying, "Do you know the story of Les Brown, of how many times he tried to become a speaker, or he actually tried to get into radio? His big goal was to become a speaker, but he started by radio." So the story was like this. So Les Brown I believe he used to work for, I think he was like a street cleaner or something like that, or some really like simple job. don't get me wrong, this just a very, very simple job, not a complicated, a manual job, just a very, very simple manual job. And there was this radio station not too far from him, and he had his eyes set on working in that radio station. He wanted to become a DJ. That was his thing. But his big goal was speaking. But he knew that DJ was the route. Or maybe he didn't really fully know that, but DJ was the route. So he stepped up to, he went to the radio station, and he got to the radio station. He said to them, I just wanted to find out if, if there are, if there are any jobs at your radio station that I could do. I would like to, to become a DJ. So they asked him, do you have the qualification? And he says, no. Do you have the experience? And he says, no. So what kind of job are you going to do if you don't have any? He says, well, I don't know. I just want to try. And this was the first day. So the first day, the manager says to him, I'm really sorry, but we got nothing for you. Can you please go? So on Monday, he's been told, literally, get lost, Les, because we've got nothing for you. He goes away. He comes back on Tuesday. On Tuesday, he's been told, he comes in and sees the manager and says, oh, so I was just wondering, maybe someone is not feeling well today. Do you think that I could maybe come in and help out because that person is sick? Is there anyone that's sick? And they said to him, well, no, nobody's sick. We don't have a job for you. Please go away. So he goes away. Wednesday, he comes back. He asks another question. Hi, it's me again. I just wanted to find out, is there anyone that maybe has been fired? I mean, I don't mean that they should be fired, but has anyone been fired that maybe I could replace them temporarily? And they say to them, no one has been fired. No one has been sick. Please go away. He comes back on Thursday. Which day am I on? He comes back the next day and he asks again, is anyone, I'm really sorry to say, but has anyone perhaps died or anything like that, or been in the hospital or whatever? Maybe I can replace them. Maybe there's a job opening. And the manager keeps telling him no, till he gets to the end of the week, literally by Friday. And then he says, look, I just want to make some coffee for you. Okay, I don't mind how many cups you want. I don't mind what you want to do. I will make coffee for you. I will make tea. Please let me in. By this time, the manager was actually fed up with him, literally fed up. And he hired this young man called Les Brown. So he started in this radio station as a coffee guy, literally the guy that was serving the coffee, the guy that was doing all the errands. And eventually, when you listen to the rest of the story, he was listening on the sets of the different DJs that were playing on a day-to-day basis, and he was observing and he was learning, because you learn and you watch by observing. And as he was watching and observing all these different people, he picked up a lot of skills. So the day, one of the DJs was not feeling well, which literally happened on this specific day, he walked into the office and a DJ was actually drunk. Another was not feeling well. And at this stage, he knew that there was no other DJ within, the radio station. And he was waiting for this moment. He was just like, this is the moment. So he goes back to the office and the manager says, look, can you find me another DJ? I need a DJ now. I need someone to replace these guys because they're not working. One is drunk and one is not feeling well. I need someone now. And Les goes, guess what? I'm your man. Okay? I'm your man. I can do this. There's no time. Because there was no time. There was no time to go get another DJ. By the time he had to go to get another DJ, the show would be starting. So he said, look, I can do this. And he gets on the mic, and the rest is history. He gets his first DJing gigs without any qualifications, any experience, any knowledge, just observing and learning from people. So the thing I want you guys to remember in this story is about being hungry, is about having determination. persistence. Jacqueline Shaw says importance of persistence, said by Robert Kiyosaki, and he talks about this too. Absolutely, Jacqueline Shaw. So have a reason, but you're going to need persistence. Every day you're going to have to look and face your goal in the eyes, in the face. You're going to have to visualize it. You're going to have to feel it. You know, it's a scary thing to show up on camera and to speak on stage and to share your message. But if you are determined, and if you're willing not to look from left to right, you know, from behind you, and you know, are able to be gentle and easy on yourself, you're going to get there. Okay. And I'm not just giving this advice to you guys. I'm giving this advice to myself, because it's not easy. It's not easy. You know, I've been showing up for a whole year and 4 months. I cannot believe I have done this. This is the most consistent I have been on video, guys. Okay. And trust me, I want you guys to go and watch all of my old videos till now, and you can see the actual difference and how much I have grown, guys. So when I tell you that you can do this, I'm not joking. I know you can do this. So here we go, guys. I want to know in the comment section, what are you going to take from this talk today? What are you going to bring to yourself? What are you going to bring to make your audience more engaged with you? Bring your uniqueness, okay? That's what I would say to you. Don't try to pretend. Don't try to diminish yourself. Bring your uniqueness. If you're colorful, be colorful. I have a big smile, yeah? Everybody remembers me and recognizes me with my smile. I bring my smile. I bring the sunshine, because that's what makes me different from any other speakers out there. I bring the amount of energy that I bring is different to someone else. Yes, I'm the lady with the big afro. You know, sometimes I have different hairstyles. Sometimes I have hats on. You know, I speak multiple languages, but I bring all of it. So just like Remini was asking today, you know, about feeling like an octopus, I have all of these skills. Can I actually bring them to the camera? Start small. Start really small, step by step, with one little thing at a time. And eventually you will be able to add bits and pieces, right? So if we look at Apple, when Apple first started, Apple, the brand I'm talking about, iPhones and iPad and so on and so on, Apple was just a product for, it was only supposed to be computers made for students, right? For those of you who don't know, or who weren't born in those times, Apple were computers made for students. That's how they started. Never in a million years would they have decided to, okay, we're going to make phones, we're going to make iPod, we're going to make music, we're going to make watches. Never in a million years. That was not the goal. All they started was making computers for students. And eventually they added pieces. So if you are multi-talented, if you are someone that is, you know, multifaceted, I want you not to focus on all the things. Focus on the one or the two things that you can provide easily, quickly, now, that anyone can learn, that you can teach someone now on camera, that you can share your message on, that is so easy for you to do, that is so quick for you to do. Focus on those things, okay? Because when you focus on those things, it's going to be so quick and easy for you to grow. Trust me. Yeah. I realized that speaking and camera and video were my two loves. I was like, okay, I'm going to do speaking and video and inspiring people. Make it work together. It works for me. But my big goal is to have my own show. My big goal is, you know, to open the startup in Africa. That's my goal. That's my big goal. So I have so many hands, so many octopus hands. And I want you guys to start thinking about this. Okay? So promise me that today you are going to start small. You're going to start with one or two things that you want to talk about on video. You're going to start with one message that you're going to talk about on stage. So I know some of you are in Clubhouse. I met Chippo today on Clubhouse, this lovely, wonderful actress, and I was listening to her, doing her monologue this morning on Clubhouse. She is amazing. Guys, if you're not on Clubhouse, go and find her. Her name is Chippo. She is just the bomb. She's actually in the comment section on YouTube, so go and find her. And she's also on IG, so please go and find her. But actually just being around her was amazing. So I want you guys to start thinking about those things, right? And if you are ready to think about those things, and if you're also ready to take some action, I want you guys to start thinking of, what could I do how could I make this work? If you are seriously thinking of making some big moves, you're going to need some help. You're going to need some help along the way. No one gets there by themselves, trust me. I've had a lot of help, and I'm still getting a lot of help. I have silent cheerleaders that are always helping me, watching my videos, supporting me, sharing my stuff. You're going to need a cheerleader. And guess what? If you come hang out with me, I'm going to be your cheerleader. Trust me, I will be your cheerleader. So I'm going to give you an invitation today. We are opening up the Authentic Team membership, which is usually $37.99 a month, for £1. £1, guys. £1. This month, till the end of the month, there'll be an open chance for you to come in and join for £1. The reason I want you guys to come in for such a low cost, I just want you to come in and hang out with me and see what it's like. If you like it, you get to stick around. And you get to have me as your friend, as your support, as your coach, someone that is seriously going to help you, to motivate you, and someone that's going to hold you accountable so that you are more consistent, you have a plan, and that you start to use your videos to monetize yourself. Guys, monetize yourself. I spent way too many years making videos without monetizing them, without knowing how to. Okay? If you want in, there is a link in the comments. If you want to join in for £1, I will send you that specific offer. But if you want to join in, there is an actual link in the comment called the A Team. You can also join in the Authentic Voices, or you can DM me today. Guys, I truly believe that you can do this. Listen, I am an example of what I preach. And sometimes I do things very, very afraid. And I make a lot of mistakes. Okay, the amount of mistakes I make is way too much. Okay, I make way too many mistakes. Okay, behind the scenes, I get told off by my coach all the time. Okay, I'm not kidding. Like, I make so many mistakes. It's ridiculous. Okay, it's so ridiculous. But I'm bold enough to share it with you. I want you guys to know my mistakes, because guess what? Even though I've been speaking for a long time, I'm a TEDx speaker, I'm a conference speaker, I'm a workshop speaker, a trainer, I'm always going to make mistakes, because that's just the nature of humans. All right? So I want you guys to think about it. If you're ready, come join us. If you want to come back, make sure you come back. We are here every Tuesday from 7 p.m. UK, 2 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. FR or French time, or any other European time, Greek time, Spain time, you name it, Congo time. We are here. If you have any questions you'd like to ask me around video, around being creative, about monetizing, please let me know in the comments on YouTube, or let me know on IG, or even DM me. If you want to speak to me on a one-to-one, there's also an option for you to actually book a session with me. You are absolutely free to do that. And I cannot wait to get connected with you guys. All right, lovelies, I am going to leave you. But all I can say is it's been an amazing session today. I hope that you come back and re-watch the session and see what you can learn, or share it with other people. Come back and watch it and leave some more questions and comments, and then I can also answer that for you next time. All right, my lovelies, it's been amazing to see you, to partake with you. I can't wait to see you, and I'm wishing you an amazing and awesome week. And give yourself a woo woo. I will see you very, very, very soon. All right, lovelies.